here's how this goes. If they've given us the congruence statement and we're supposed to mark a diagram, first thing we know is that if triangles are congruent, this is also true for any congruent polygons, no matter how many sides they have. The corresponding angles, meaning the angles that are in the same spots, they're congruent. So see how this is angle D and angle D are congruent? So these are the two angle Ds they're talking about. So I'm going to mark them both with the same mark. Now notice I made this one be a little bit wider, but this means they're congruent. It's that there's one mark. For E and E, I'm going to do 2 marks. And F and X are congruent, so I'll put 3 marks on them. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're halfway done. We've marked all of the angles. Now we got to mark the line segments. So DE, see how that goes from the first to the second point on the triangle? On both of them. So that's this guy right here. I'm going to mark one little mark on it because we want to make sure we've marked everything, but in some ways it's not even necessary because it's like, yeah, we know DE is congruent to itself, but we'll go ahead and put a mark on there. But we're saying that DE on this triangle is congruent to DE on the other triangle because it's the same thing. Everything is congruent to itself. Duh. EF, see how that's going from the second to the third? And EX going from the second to the third. Those guys have to be congruent, so I'm going to mark them. So here's EF, I'll give 2 marks on it. And EX, I'll put 2 marks on that. And then the third side, XD, see how that goes from the, or DX, that goes from the first to the third? From the first to the third. I'm going to do from the first to the third to the other one. From the first to the, so this guy is equal to this guy. But truth be told, once we did the first 2, there's 2 blank ones. They've got to be congruent. So I didn't actually even need to check here, but I could have had I wanted. So there it is. Everything is all marked up. If I was going to get this one to mark on this one, I'd need to rotate it around and move it over. You can see how, yeah, this, or I could also fold it. Yeah, it's symmetrical along this line ED. If I, yeah, that would work. I could fold this over onto that. All right.